Welcome back to Anime Filler Guides, the series that shows you how to skip all that pesky filler that slows down the pacing of your favorite anime. Today I'll be looking at the uber popular and world famous Dragon Ball Z. Keep in mind that as a whole, DBZ is the second part of the Dragon Ball anime, airing right after the original ended. I made a video on that part of Dragon Ball, which focuses on child Goku and his adventures. I suggest you check that out. In Japan, the entire manga line is simply known as Dragon Ball, whereas in the West, the manga was split into two, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. As such, I'll be using the official Japanese chapter numbers to distinguish the separation in arcs. Dragon Ball Z aired from April 26, 1989 to January 31st, 1996. Considering Dragon Ball Z has many arcs, let's fly away and get started. The first arc is the Saiyan arc, which follows Goku's battle with Raditz to the cast's defeat of Vegeta. It spans episodes 1 to 35 and chapters 195 to 241 of the manga. Episodes 9 to 19 in some capacity either are entirely filler or contain some filler material. Episodes 9 through 10, 12 to 16 are pure 100% filler. Episodes 11 and 17 through 19 are mostly filler, but also contain some canon material. Keep in mind the entire series to a large extent has this canon filler hybrid. Some episodes literally only have like 2 pages of canon material adapted, equating to roughly 2 minutes of canon stuff. Next up is the Namek arc. This is the arc that explores the cast's quest to find the Namekian Dragon Balls. It spans episodes 36 to 74 and chapters 241 to 290. Episode 41 is the only pure filler episode in this batch, but episodes 39 through 40, 42 to 44, and 55 all contain a mix of canon and filler content. The Frieza arc spans everything from the start of the fight with Frieza to his defeat and Namek's explosion. It spans episodes 75 to 107, and chapters 291 to 329 of the manga. In this batch, there is fortunately only one pure filler episode, episode 102, which is a Goku vs Frieza filler episode. Garlic Jr. is the first major filler arc. It provided a break between the Frieza and Android arc and helped expand the time difference between the manga's publication and the airing of the anime. It spans episodes 108 to 117. This is all filler, and also a sequel to the film Dead Zone, which isn't even canon. Someone make sense of this, because I've been trying to for 2 decades. Next up we have the Android arc, which introduces future Trunks and androids into the story. It spans episodes 118 to 139, and chapters 330 to 356. There are also 2 nearly completely filler episodes, 124 and 125. The last minute of 125 does feature the Dragon Team heading over to where the androids are supposed to be, but since its canon material is less than 1 minute, I will count nearly the whole episode as filler. Then there is the Cell arc, which spans Cell's introduction to his defeats at the hands of Gohan. It spans episodes 140 to 194, and chapters 357 to 420 Blaze It. Episodes 170 and 171 are pure filler, while 146, 164, 169, and 174 have that canon filler mix that we love. Following this is the Otherworld Tournament arc. This is another entire pure filler arc and features the original character Pikkon and Goku's adventures in Otherworld. It spans episodes 195 to 199 and should be skipped. The Great Saiyaman arc is the first arc that was supposed to feature just Gohan as the protagonist, with Goku seemingly passing the torch. Seemingly being the key word here. This arc spans episodes 200 to 219, and chapters 421 to 445 of the manga. This arc has 3 firm filler episodes. Episodes 202 to 204 are all entirely filler, and just expand on the Great Saiyaman content. Finally, let's look at the last arc of Dragon Ball, the Majin Buu arc. It spans the release of Majin Buu to his defeat, and also to the end of Z. It spans episodes 220 to 291, and is adapted from chapters 446 to 519. This arc contains 1 pure filler episode, episode 288, but also 3 episodes that contain that lovely filler canon duality. For 273, only watch the first 10 minutes. 274, only watch the last 2 minutes. And for 287, only watch the first 10 minutes as well. Now let's talk about the extended media. DBZ aired 2 television specials during its broadcast. Bardock, the father of Goku, was for a long time considered canon. However, it has been displaced in relevancy and timeline placement via updated lore on the character Bardock, for better or for worse. The history of Trunks, on the other hand, is actually canon. It is an adapted TV special of an extra manga chapter that deals with future Trunks and his warped world. There's also an OVA, the plan to eradicate the Super Saiyans, which is filler. It had a reimagining in 2010 that is also filler. Then there's the 2008 Jump Festival special. Heya, Son Goku and Friends return. This one is actually canon, and introduces Vegeta's brother into the larger Dragon world, albeit for only a moment. And truly, finally, there's the films. Altogether, there are 13 films that released in theaters alongside the original broadcast of DBZ. They all also happen to be filler films. They are, and I'm using dub terminology here, Dead Zone, World's Strongest, The Tree of Might, Lord Slug, Cooler's Revenge, The Return of Cooler, Super Android 13, Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan, BoJack Unbound, Broly's Second Coming, Bio Broly, Fusion Reborn, and finally Wrath of the Dragon. These films screened alongside the broadcast of the series between July 15, 1989 and July 15, 1995. While some of these have been reimagined into stories that are canon, such as Broly and Fusion Reborn being the basis for the 2019 Broly film, these are all side stories with little canon relevancy, and often just serve as extended fanfiction. At 291 episodes total and 325 chapters adapted, we get a bad overall filler count. The pacing, as I've said before, is so bad that the series became synonymous with it. But the larger problem is the intermixing of filler and canon material, so that we get episodes that need to be watched like this, as opposed to being able to skip filler material in a more accessible manner. At roughly 49 episodes of filler, and I say roughly because it's mostly mixed in, it really is a headache to watch the series like this. I leave this list for the die-hard only, who wish to watch DBZ as close to the original manga vision as possible.